I'm remembering the days before I went away, way back in the hills of old Vermont. And the orchard on the hill, I think I see it still, way back in the hills of old Vermont. Oh, tonight I long to be where the catamount run free and the rattlesnake can lie out in the sun. They're the voices of the loons when the apple blossoms bloom, way back in the hills of old Vermont. There used to be a barn near the old fishing pond, way back in the hills of old Vermont. So many fields of hay now gone with yesterday, way back in the hills of old Vermont. Oh, tonight I long to be where the catamount run free and the rattlesnake can lie out in the sun, near the voices of the loons when the apple blossoms bloom, way back in the hills of old Vermont. Well, everything has changed, nothing stays the same, way back in the hills of old Vermont. Like the old brown panther's roar, no, you won't hear that no more, way back in the hills of old Vermont. Oh, tonight I long to be where the catamount run free and the rattlesnake can lie out in the sun, near the voices of the loons when the apple blossoms bloom, way back in the hills of old Vermont. But when the rains came down and flooded many towns, way back in the hills of old Vermont, all the neighbors lent a hand for the loving of the land, way back in the hills of old Vermont. Oh, tonight I long to be where the catamount run free and the rattlesnake can lie out in the sun, near the voices of the loons when the apple blossoms bloom, way back in the hills of old Vermont. Hi, this is Rik Palieri right here in the hills of old Vermont, and I hope you're doing okay. I think that it's really great to be here today, and hopefully some of you are out there are watching. I can't see anybody yet, but maybe you will be. It's after Christmas. We had the Christmas, and the Christmas was I think that challenging is the word, challenging for all of us. Now I told Mariana, she said, "Well, what are you going to do today? What are you going to talk about?" And I thought I would talk about frustration and hope. That's right, because I think that it's been really kind of frustrating. It's frustrating that so many people, are vaccinated here in the state of Vermont, and yet some cases of COVID still are on the rise. Now, remember, folks, the whole reason that I started doing this show was that Jim Lockridge from the Radiator, the radio station over in Burlington, asked me to do a show to try to make people feel good during this COVID-19 outbreak kind of thing. And so that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to give hope and tell stories and make people laugh, give them some music to listen to. And we've been through a lot, together. So this is the the second Christmas with COVID. The COVID Christmas, I guess, is what it is. And I don't know about you folks, but we decided, okay, now last year we were completely alone. Mariana and I and the dog, nobody. We had, Zooms. We had some Zoom things going on, but nothing, nobody in person. I mean, once in a while, somebody would come by and bring them something at the door and knock on the window. So this year, being that we're vaccinated and we're boosted and we're doing all the right things, we said, okay, we can gather together in a safe way. That's what everybody's saying. We can gather together in a safe way if everybody that we invite is vaccinated and boosted and everything like that. So that's what we did. We had some of our close friends who live nearby come over and join us, and everybody was vaccinated and everybody was boosted and everybody. And Mariana decided, okay, what we'll do is she had these ventilation kind of machines there to circulate the air. So we had two of these big, air filters going at the same time. And we opened up one of the windows and tried to get a lot of fresh air in there. And we had a great time. But you're always worried about it. I think that's the thing, is we're always worried about, okay, I think we did the right thing, but let's hope so. So Mariana said, okay, Rick, now what you got to do, you got to go out, because they're giving away these free tests, and so I went early this morning. I drove out there, and guess what? I mean, within an hour, I guess they were all gone, because by the time I got there was only a sign that said all the tests are gone, none available. So couldn't do that. And I'm feeling good, and Mariana's feeling good. I haven't heard any reports of anybody that was at the party not feeling good. So we're hoping that we were able to make it, and I hope you did too. And if you're there, Al, hey Rick, I'm late, but I'm here. Great. And Rhonda Scott Merrick is here. Hi Rick and Rhonda and Al, and oh boy, and they're and since Rhonda and Al are here, we have to say hello from Truffles. Yeah, we all miss Kokomo Kid. And that was the other thing during the pandemic, the real hard days. All the musicians were all locked up, and we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't play anywhere. And there's been a window. There's been sort of like a window now where people can get together in a safe way, go to a concert, and but right now, again, nobody really knows. I don't know. I don't know what to do. That's my frustration, is I really don't know what to do. Here it is, it's coming up on New Year's, and I didn't do any gig. Now, I could have done something, I think, if I really wanted to. But I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. And I think that's the whole thing, is we're all feeling that kind of craziness. And there's a song that I wrote a while ago, but boy, it just kind of rings true. I'll bring it out on the big 12 string here. I got my fancy finger pick on that I got for Christmas there. The ice is all melting, and the rivers are starting to flow. The cold winds have ended, now the flowers are starting to grow. The sun is shining on all that's below. The winter is over, just let it go. troubles behind and strive for a new life, though it might take some time. We'll help one another and we'll make this world shine. We'll look to tomorrow and dream one more time. When we were younger, we had so many dreams. Then the hard times crushed them. Life was not what it seemed. But don't give up on living. Find some strength in your heart. Look to tomorrow and make a new start. Look to tomorrow. Leave your troubles behind and strive for a new life, though it might take some time. We'll help one another and we'll make this world shine. We'll look to tomorrow and dream one more time. Look to tomorrow and don't be afraid. You'll feel yourself stronger with each passing day. Don't give up the struggle. Don't let up the fight. A new day is dawning. Just get through tonight. We'll look to tomorrow. Leave our troubles behind and strive for a new life, though it might take some time. We'll help one another and we'll make this world shine. We'll look to tomorrow and dream one more time. We'll look to tomorrow and dream one more time. Yeah. Look to tomorrow. That's what we're looking to, a new year. And that's what I thought. I'd play a song about hope, about thinking about the new year. And I said, well, what else are you going to do, Rick? You know, because I said, you know, I'm just going to do this show with no plan. No plan. You know, I'll play this song, I'll play that song. I wasn't thinking too much about it. I said, well, I should play some flute. So this is the flute. This one here, it was made by Raymond Wood, you know, and from Island Ray. And this is a cool flute that he gave me. He said that, I probably told you this before, but anyway, I'll tell you again. He said that this flute, the wood came down in a hurricane in Florida. And so he picked up this hurricane wood. And so I was thinking about that. And I was thinking about, you know, the magic in this flute. And we'll see if we can find any. This is a little tune that I put together. So that's a drone flute, a drone Native American flute. And as you can see, it has, you know, two holes in it. So the one hole, you could just play the melody. And the second one is the drone. So that was a song that I was thinking about. Now, some of you know that besides all the other crazy things that I do, that I've been doing a lot of paintings. And I made this little book here of my paintings. It's called Hobos, Mermaids, Myth Makers, Primitive Folk Paintings by Rik Palieri. And I call it primitive folk paintings because I'm not trained and I'm not trying to have do anything that is any kind of high art. This is just kind of my little folk art stuff. And you can see there's, so this is a test book that I just put together. And I'm hoping that later on this year I'll be able to get it in print. There's all kinds of cool stories in it. See, I like stories, and some of my my poetry. It's more like poetry than songs. And I thought I would share one with you that's kind of a strange one, but okay. Now, I wrote this a long time ago. I was sailing on the sloop Clearwater on a pumpkin sail, but this was really many years ago. And I was on deck doing. They had this anchor watch. Now, anybody who's been out, on a big boat knows that you have to do the anchor watch, and the anchor watch is, you're out there and in the middle of the night. And it's your responsibility. With the Clearwater, we had this lantern, and if we saw another boat going by on the Hudson River, we have to shine it up on the mast so that they would know that we were there and they wouldn't hit us. So it's kind of an important job. So you had to be awake and you had to be kind of looking up and down the river. And so I was doing that, and I had this crazy idea in my head, and so I'm going to share it with you now. Then I'll talk a little bit about it. It's called The Mermaid and the Sailor. It was early in autumn when we rounded the Cape Horn. The wind was a-blowing with a hauntingly moan. Our ship was at anchor, her timbers were creaking. My shipmates were sleeping, and me all alone. I looked out to sea. What I saw did amaze me. I had to look twice to believe my own eyes, for there right before me was a beautiful mermaid, singing so sweetly to the stars in the sky. Oh, her skin was so white as an oyster. Her tail was so green as the sea. Her lips were so red as sea coral. And her voice, it was calling to me. Her song was so tempting, I could stand it no longer. I jumped off of my ship and into the waves. I swam like a dolphin to the song of my maiden. I threw out my arms and kicked out my legs. But all at once I caught the sea's fury. It lashed at my face and swallowed my head. I took a deep breath as the waves pulled me under. I said a quick prayer and waited on death. Just when I thought there was no hope in living, my mermaid had come and filled me with air. She grabbed my waist tight as we broke for the surface, our bodies entangled in her long flowing hair. We swam and we played alone in the moonlight. We hugged and we kissed till we said our goodbyes. I placed my cross of silver around her sweet bosom. Then I climbed back on deck as she swam away in the tide. It's been many a Years since I told this sad story, thinking that I had gone mad from being too long at sea. Then one day she stood right before me, painted on canvas in a tavern in southern Chile. Oh, her skin was as white as an oyster, and her tail was so green as the sea, with a bright cross of silver hanging around her sweet bosom. I knew my true love had come home to me. Now I sit here alone in this tavern, and think of the one I once held in my arms, still lost in a dream under the moonlight on a warm autumn's night around the Cape Horn. So that's my story about the mermaid and the sailor. And I did. Oh, Tom Palieri's here. Hi, Rhonda. Okay. But you can see I have all kinds of illustrations, that paintings in the book, and a lot of things inspired by my time in Poland, and some music makers there. You can see the music makers, and you can see there's Michael Jonathan over there, and a little bit of Lead Belly, and I've got the Kokomo Kid right here. You can tell it's the Kokomo Kid, because he's got the pig over here, and he's got knives. You got to have some knives on the Kokomo Kid, and this is my friend Patty Shannon, and that painting right there, almost gone, is Patty commissioned me to do a painting. So this is the first painting that I sold. So it was really important that I added Patty's painting into this book here, and I'm really excited. Like I said, this is just a test copy, but I'm planning on having some copies printed up and have them available pretty soon. So I'm gonna play another song. I feel like playing more 12-string today. Oh, we're talking about. This is that 12-string that Bruce Taylor made. And you can see it. You can see my mermaid on there. There's a mermaid bridge right there. And it's from an old folk tale in Poland about a mermaid, Warszawa. I'll tell you that sometime too. But I sang the song earlier this year, but it's a song that kind of resonates with me because of what we're going through. And I recorded it with Patty Shannon and Jason Baker. We did an album called, we're in this band called the Folk Trio Live. And I wanted to record this. It was an old song that Reverend Kirkpatrick, I heard him sing back in the days of the Clearwater. He'd sing this. He was with a woman named Clara Damio. We used to sing at the Hey Brother Coffee House and Not by Bread Alone Singers. I used to play music for them. It was a bunch of young children with Brother Kirk, and we used to sing this song. There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. There's no hatred somewhere. There's no hatred somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There's no hatred somewhere. understanding somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There's understanding somewhere. There's no sickness somewhere. There's no sickness somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There's no sickness somewhere. There's more healing somewhere. There's more healing somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There's more healing somewhere. Well, that's what I'm wishing for you folks. More love, more peace, more kindness, more understanding. We have a new year ahead. I look forward to seeing you all again. This is the way that we can gather together, folks. Come together, sing songs, share some stories, pictures. Let's sing it one more time, right? There is more